Vitality on their map pick, the T side as Chad was hoping, and let's see what they get up to. It's already pissed around into B. Sprout have a couple of players here though in the site. Spitty on close mid rotation, absolutely dominant Betway odds as well. Not looking too good for Sprout, but let's see if they can upset them. Let's see if they can surprise as Vitality set up for this B execute.
Oh, nice opener found by Faven, but that might be all he gets because he's immediately dinked up and then put in the grave by ZywOo. This B site is already gone, and from this point in, 3v4 in the retake, Sprout, this is already a nigh on impossible round, it feels like, right? You've got the one flash on Spitty, or the two flashbangs rather, to try and get you some sort of advantage, and this advantage has to be huge. Ooh. That is a nice first shot, and it's followed up. I said that this looked impossible, but Searson, these shots are incredible. Sprout, they'll get that pistol round locked in. You needed a hero there if you're Sprout. You're a man down, retaking B, one of the most horrible sites to retake at the man disadvantage in this game. The flashes are good, but the shots from Searson are even better.
He has been great today, Harry. Even back on Nuke with that scout and the AWP, you know, a lot of the times forced to save in man disadvantage situations, but not here, not today. Sprout starting off with a pistol round after Vitality looked like they had it locked in. So great work, and the eco has got to come through. Vitality, I'm actually surprised they didn't go for the second round Kriegs. With getting a bomb down and, you know, coming into your map pick, maybe they just want to get their guns in ASAP, but it wouldn't surprise me to see a force buy from this team. That being said, I like the reserved play. It's not very French, but let's see if it works out. Just pistols here. Sprout should be able to find their second, as Vitality with no utility are going to struggle to get down Catwalk with the scout in middle. Searson, ooh, poking his head out. He's already done damage to Alex. That's a dink through the wall, so might send him packing for a little bit, give Vitality the room to move up Catwalk. They still have Searson ready to rotate and watch it from the A site, but with Sprout very committed on a double long setup, there's a reality here where Vitality, if they can get past this scout, they can get a bomb plant. Past that, probably limited, but a bomb plant in this round would be good.
Yeah, if they manage that, they're laughing. And with that Deag to open up, my word, Searson has just been deleted from the face of the earth. Now that bomb goes down, you're laughing if you're ZywOo, right? You come into this round with just the Deag. You've already found one kill to pad your cash out that much more. You get the bomb plant as well. That's the extra $800 trickling in. He's going to have an AWP with armor behind it in this next round. So Vitality, they're already happy with how this one's gone down, even though no more kills are coming in. Alex with just 13 points of health. Deag up on short. Not going to be able to find anything, but they're very happy with that regardless. You think back to Nuke, right? They go for a force buy when... Oh, sorry, we see when ZywOo gets that first AWP purchase in, he didn't have armor behind it, right? If you remember, that was because of their decisions to do with the economy. Well, here on Dust2, that's not an issue. There's a lot of cash for this T side right now.
Yeah, only one kill, but the exact kill they needed. And the AWP is out here in the first rifle round for Vitality with armor as well, Harry. So all the trimmings, everything around it. And so we're looking for the mid pick. He's been given a couple of chances. Not even got a tag through the wall. That looked like it was on him. But regardless, Vitality in the meantime getting out long. Apex with a kill through the smoke. And Kito's going to try and maneuver his way around. He gets spotted and through the smoke as well. Apex, he could play this round with his eyes closed and still be absolutely fine. 2 opening kills. Searson's still here. Apex, that's Shock's rather getting away with a kill. And, you know, Sprout just already into a 1-on-5 within seconds. That is not how we expected this round to start off. Great work from Vitality.
And so they do this bonus round, right? But the one problem you're going to have is that Searson and Kito, they can't really afford the buy anyway. If you were Sprout looking at this one, you were hoping that, okay, if this is how it goes down, maybe you get to hold on to one rifle. Well, that is not the case. So now that bonus round... Oh, it kind of hurts you, right? You can get 3 rifles in this round, but that's not perfect, right? Yeah. That's really not at all what you wanted if you're Sprout. You were hoping that 1 or 2 of these players could have held on to something if these early kills came in. Instead, they just get completely decimated. It wouldn't surprise me if we just see a partial investment here, looking maybe for a buy in the future.
That is, yeah, good call. Sprout just taking Deagles in this round, but this should be Vitality locking in 2-2. And I mean, you talk about saving, Harry, but think back to that Nuke game. Vitality were just everywhere at once. They had all the map control. So I think, you know, in a map like this, so they're going to be far more comfortable. Sprout are going to have a rough time, you know, finding any way to get aggressive. Vitality with a pretty solid default. Now in this round, they've got a cap, but Apex is in middle, and he won't let them get much further. I think that, but he gets traded. RPK coming in from lower. He's getting pushed double from top, but that's information. It should send Vitality fast up long with that bomb. They've just avoided this mid push that could have been a bit complicated. Now Keto is still here. Do they expect it? Do they think a player has already gotten out through the catwalk? With a molly coming from short, they might not. They might completely discount this position, and Keto could have some huge implications.
Yeah, there was even a moment where ZywOo was about to molly this position, and he decided against it after that Molotov from short comes in. They definitely considered it as a possibility, and now they haven't. Keto, he had his chance, and missing that shot is that chance out the window. Team Vitality tying it up 2-2, but now we've got that buy back in for Sprout. And this is actually going to be our first full rifle round for either one of these teams, right? Thus far, we've only seen Vitality quell that bonus round attempt from Sprout. So this is our look now into this CT side for the German squad. Searson, he's got his AWP, and Dennis has got one as well. So immediately into the double AWP setup here for the CTs. One way to cancel out, or at least try and cancel out ZywOo, is to just throw more AWPs at the problem, because he hits with the force of, you know, 1 or 2 men if you're ZywOo. Yeah, I was gonna say 1,000 suns, but that's maybe a bit too dramatic. That said, I mean,
500 daughters?
Yeah,
maybe.
How do they stack up?
I don't know. 2-1. Vitality are out long this time. Sprout have given them that position, though. Spiddy doesn't have any info. He just threw a smoke in the corner of the site. He doesn't know how deep they are or how deep they could be. Searson, oh, the timing, he spots him, but does RPK see as well? It doesn't matter with shots like that. Searson getting an opening kill. Spiddy, nice little angle to try and fight long. Watch this walk up, but Vitality will stick close to the wall to try and get into CT. Searson's here as well. No longer watching the catwalk. He's got his teammate doing that, and the info's here for Sprout. They push B tunnels. This is really good for the CT side, but the flash is better. Searson's not going to be able to stop them. Spiddy has to put up a defense, but he gets taken down by the AWP. Still deep on long. 2 players trying to cross to the site. Searson, another missed shot, and that Molotov will push him out of position, but it might not matter. Another kill. These AWPs for Sprout coming up clutch. Searson's pinned, and Shox is going to take him down with a Deag. ZywOo getting the spot down CT. They are being wrapped from long, but Vitality aware of the possibility. Safe plant coming through, Shox mollying short, and Vitality need to find out where this last player is.
Oh, they really do, because right now they're trying to navigate this one blind. Keto has gotten so close from long, and this is not going to be something they are ready for. They've been checking CT every now and again, so the ramp position, they're none the wiser. ZywOo still able to get it, and even following up with damage onto Dennis. It's AWP v AWP, and ZywOo, he might win this one on time. He tucks his head down, he curls up into a ball, but it's not in terror. It's all a ploy to win the round. Sprout, so close, but not quite. In spite of getting that early man advantage, in spite of the B tunnels aggression, the round goes the way of the Frenchman.
Keto could have won that on his own as well. He comes in from lower, and Shox is on top of the box here. He accidentally kills Shox while aiming at ZywOo, just, you know, low HP on the AWP player. That was being Shox after they swapped guns. And ZywOo so quick with that trade, keeping the round in the favor of Vitality and taking an advantage here. 3-2, more pistols. Saved AWP for Dennis and some nades around it, but a bit of a mid-smoke, trying to take lower tunnel control. That will be calmed. Apex should be ready for this one, but Dennis is taking an AWP into position. Vitality not looking to clear out lower, rather just hold and play Sprout at their own game. Dennis, oh, bit of a toe. Hunting for feet here, but oh, there it is. Nice trick. Sprout taking the advantage. RPK moving in as well, and Dennis is doubled up. Well, that's the B site uncaved, and Vitality, how do they respond? Dennis tries to push through spawn. ZywOo has that covered, but Sprout still holding advantage despite that kill.
And there's a lot of guns here in the lower tunnels that they would love to get their hands on. Faven retrieving the AK. Maybe Searson can go and retrieve that AWP from Dennis's body. It's just, you know, the longer you spend dedicating towards getting these guns, the longer you're leaving players like Keto here alone to try and hold down another portion of the map. He gets the info that all 3 players were here. Searson decides to not go for the AWP up in the tunnels and just immediately dedicates himself to this route, but that does only leave him with that USP. So Faven, he's got a lot of work to do. He's worked himself into Gandalf, now emerging, and they're very aware, Team Vitality. Able to right their wrongs and undo the hard work of Dennis there down in the lower tunnels.
Yeah, crazy how we're seeing Sprout get into really good positions and Vitality still are clinching the rounds every single time. Not even clinching. I mean, that was 3 alive at the end of it. Even that round where, you know, Sprout had that B tunnels push and they knew Vitality were on A and a 2-on-4 and still, or sorry, a 3-on-4 and Vitality still closed it out. This is their map pick though. This is what we expect from the French. Again, the double orb coming through for Sprout, but Searson's had to give up armor for this one. Dennis on his own AWP as well towards that B bomb site, and Vitality, again, a slow default. This time they've actually got the tunnels, making sure that Sprout haven't chosen to get too aggressive. RPK just trying to sell a semblance of a B fake, at least keep 2 players dedicated here. That's going to weaken the A side of things. Alex looks to hold on to long from the doorway. That's a late Xbox smoke here for Vitality, looking to try and take control towards A. The bomb's going that way as well. This double tunnels push again, I love it from Sprout. It seems like their go-to, and it works out wonderfully. Vitality, not a player here to realize that. And the issue is, you know, it's not like you can pull any more rotations. You already have 3 players on the A side of the map. You've just got to win your fights now.
Oh, that flash is good. Somehow Spiddy able to get one. Faven now making this lower tunnels push known. Do you be sure to bear in mind that Dennis on that AWP is wrapping all the way through T-spawn. Searson's even removed Alex, trying to get aggressive up at long. And now Shock's getting discovered up here on short. Leaves Zywoo in an almost undoable situation. Sprout, they'll be able to find that round. And this is where, you know, if you're Vitality, you've gotten away with being pretty lax over towards B in the majority of these rounds. And just dedicating towards this A site, I think we're finally going to have to see them pay some attention towards those tunnels. Because time and time again, Sprout are just getting away with pushing players into it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we start just seeing Vitality lock someone in that left side of tunnels behind the boxes and just have them there all round as like a safety insurance. Well, this round, it's looking like a B play, but a bit faster than usual. And there's no one even here. There's no one in the bomb site. Sprout are late to the party. Faven is only just getting through the window, and Vitality have 5 players in B. Bomb can go down. Faven, no Molotov to stop it. Only got an HE there, can throw that in, but it's still going to be a 5-on-5, and this is a mess. Apex is still back in T-spawn, waiting for a rotate that's not coming through. Everyone is in middle for Sprout, coming through 2 choke points. This is going to get messy.
Yeah, and you understand why Apex is here, right? There was no one in B. That's very unusual, and it was just because Sprout took a little bit longer to get in through mid with that cross smoke. Apex has anticipated that this means maybe aggression has come in towards long or mid or somewhere else on the map. He's holding the tunnels push at the very least.
They're done. They're out. No time.
Yeah, they're saving.
That is a really weird round. I feel like Sprout maybe... I didn't see anyone from Vitality spotting mid, so it's not like anyone was watching that door cross and went, oh, you know, no one crossed, there's no smoke down, or something of the likes. I think Vitality just went, screw it, we have a low buy, we have a Mac 10, let's just go for a quick B play. And unfortunately for Sprout, it's a round where maybe they were just juggling around guns in spawn or late to buy. And, you know, going from consistently double stacking B every single round with a dedicated mid player, in that round their setup changed. They wanted to go for a long control play, and as a result they only had Faven on B, and even then he wasn't in the site. So yeah, Vitality will take that. A very weird one, but not one that the French will complain about.
Alex had the long spawn, so he's here with the AWP.
Ooh.
Dennis back in the lower tunnels. I feel like we've seen this before. I feel like I'm having a flashback to rounds gone by. Dennis was able to get 2 from this position last time around. Let's see, it is just a standoff. Who breaks first down in the lower tunnels? Dennis. He's been spotted and now he's in danger. They're getting closer. How is he still alive? 2 players here. There's no way he gets them both. They can play off of one another. And RPK able to best him almost immediately. Searson trying to hold down mid, but his task gets harder and harder. That's a collateral through the doors. He's done so much damage, and the bomb even dropped up on Catwalk. That's a disaster now for Vitality. They're trying to grab it. Cracking shot from Alex to give them a chance. Spiddy.
Oh, he spotted him.
Oh, he saw him, Alex, so quick. Another kill, and somehow, again, this was looking like a Sprout round. Vitality now finding themselves in the 3v2.
Yeah, these 3 players from Vitality don't even have 100 health between them, Harry, and they have just pulled back a 3-on-4 to a 3-on-2. 30 seconds for them to get a bomb down and no one here really to stop them. Keto's up on long. He's just re-aggressed. RPK is holding for that late cat rotation that we're likely going to see Favin go for. Won't check the corner and RPK gets a free kill. Keto, now he's up on A and Apex has spotted him as well. So Vitality just going to take that bomb B side and the timing could not get worse. There was a second there where if Keto peeks and he drops the bomb and stays alive, that's his round. But just misses it by a second, and Vitality 6 guaranteed here. Keto's on the save city. I really don't know how Vitality are getting back into these rounds. It's like Sprout are getting these kills and getting advantages on their, aggressive plays, which I love to see. These long flanks, this B tunnel push, and they get picks, and then they just keep, forcing fights, keep forcing issues, and Vitality are happy to play it to the end of the round. Nice and slow, nice and calculated, and another round to their name. They won't find Keto in the exit, but no worry. 6-3.
The good thing for Sprout, though, at least, if you want to look for silver linings in amongst this kind of dismal situation right now, is that at least with the max loss bonus, they can keep investing into this double AWP setup. And that is something that has been giving them some pretty good results. Yeah. All bar that round there where Dennis does get caught in the lower tunnels. You think about a lot of these, and it is when we see those 2 AWPs come out that the bulk of the work gets done. They'll only have the one on Searson in this round. Looking to take some long control as they swap Dennis out toward this side of the map, and they will get a foothold here. 3 players for Vitality in those B tunnels, just holding on to that, trying to deny any early aggression. Sprout, they're not going to attempt it in this round. Instead, a bit more of a classic default here. Ooh, hang on. ZywOo holding this angle. Favin, if he tries to go any further, he will be in very imminent danger. Searson watching mid. That mid smoke goes down, so this is being telegraphed to Sprout that this is the B split. Favin's got to do a hell of a lot, and that 1 kill is all he's able to muster. It's frags across the board for Team Vitality. Keto and Spiddy, 2 versus 3. A lot of teams would elect to save here in this situation, and I feel like Sprout, they might just have to subscribe to that. Spiddy's sticking around, but Keto's running for the hills.
Oh, he's trying to grab the AWP. That's something, but even so, I mean, Vitality are already hunting. Shox is in middle. He's going to hear these footsteps, and Spiddy, he's going to lose that AWP and his life. Tag, and no kill for the CT side. Shox is just tapping them down, and he's even going to take the second AWP as well. I don't blame him. This is a masterclass from Vitality. Look at these B entries from RPK. He really has looked good in this roster since Shox got, added back in for MBK. So a new refreshed Vitality, and not giving up without a fight right now. Sprout try and save the AWPs. Well, now they've just got no money, Harry. So couple more invested in, and still an SMG on Spiddy. If they lose this, it's back to pistols, and Vitality have their own double AWP here on long. Shox has taken it out. Nades coming in, and he somehow gets out with 94 points of health. That'll do. Sprout have opted to play these close long positions before, and Spiddy's going to get back into them.
Yeah, bit of a change here for Sprout. They moved Searson out of mid. They've left that responsibility now to Favin and Keto. Posting Searson with his AWP up here on short, playing this kind of one-and-done angle. He can just peek this corner and then drop down, give himself some time to fall back into the bomb site. Ooh. He's waiting for this initial peek to come in, and Searson He's been the one man who's been good at finding these advantages.
Oh, no.
The problem here is that he's not aware of a player already getting past Alex, just ducking under his crosshair, catching the best timing in the world, it feels like. Searson already gone, and that is a huge scalp to find. He's been one of the shining lights for Sprout in this match thus far. They try and get out to long. Spiddy, his UMP is deadly as ever. He's put a stop to this long play, and he'll follow up, getting all the kills. They've lost one of the prongs to this split, and now it's Alex and ZywOo, 2 versus 4. We said that these guys have pulled it back time and time again, but with both players now being tagged low, surely this is not a round for Team Vitality. ZywOo left up alone, 1 on 3. And it's the ace for Spiddy, a stellar round from him. That's what it takes for Sprout to find a fourth.
Yeah, the worst gun on the team as well. UMP on long, but that molly comes down at the perfect time. He doesn't peek wide enough for the AWP to take him down, and RPK desperately just has to run through the doors to get in front of that Molotov. And at that point, Spiddy just lines up 3 kills. Excellent work. ZywOo not able to clutch that out with the AWP, and I think we'll go back to the solo AWP now for Vitality, not wanting to buy up to. I guess when they had it handed to them on a platter, that's one thing, but a big investment to make and not much reason behind it. 7-4 up still are Vitality, and tactical pause coming through for the Germans. Vitality not sweating yet, just 1 round dropped in the past few. They have been getting a little bit conditioned, though. We've been seeing Alex stay in spawn. You know, Deagles spotting for that lower push that Dennis has gone through for twice now with the AWP. Bold moves from Sprout, as there were back on Nuke. You know, we saw a lot of ballsy plays from this German team, and they did catch Vitality off guard somewhat. But yeah, maybe that's what you got to do if you want to take down the French overlords. Even then, it's looking like a hard task. Shock's getting quickly out long. No one's going to be able to peek it in time. With a flash, Dennis goes, but he'll actually bail, knowing that he's missed the timing. Vitality could have taken position there, and they have. Searson taking his AWP down on short, and missing a shot as well. That's unfortunate. Alex is now going to be able to avoid that AWP. Bomb looked like it was going towards B, but it will be bailing back through spawn.
And we've commented on their map control. Team Vitality's ability to have so much so early on in so many of these rounds is really setting them apart. Ooh, ZywOo found, but yeah, Dennis, ooh, he shouldn't be ready for this repeat, and he's gonna catch the timing. Shox has been deleted, scratching his head as to how that one's gone so disastrously wrong. He thought he had Dennis dead to rights. And so now Sprout sitting 4 on 3, as has so often happened where they've had these man advantages. Someone has stepped up for Vitality in some way, shape, or form to get them back into it, and they need that once again. Apex, Alex, and RPK trying to get onto the catwalk. They've boosted Searson here. If he can get one and drop down, he's done his job. Flash goes in. Missed shot from Searson. Now dropping down into CT. Helped out by Dennis. There's the other AWP chiming in. And they're running the gauntlet against 2 scoped rifles here. It is just the shutdown. Sprout, they'll chain together a second, and they're starting to get a bit more confident now.
Yeah, I don't know how Searson doesn't get a shot off there with 3 coming up the catwalk, but Dennis makes up for it at least. It really has just been the double AWPs, Harry. That's the only thing that's locking in these rounds for Sprout, right? Great work up on long, and was that another ace as well coming through? Yeah, he killed the first 2 players that long. He killed 3 on Cat, so we've had 2 aces coming through. You know, both of them with AWPs to some extent. Spiddy got 2 kills with his AWP at the end of that last ace, and they have both come through for Sprout. They'll take it. However, if you're going to require an ace just to win rounds, you know, that's not an easy win condition.
I mean, hey, they're 2 for 2 right now, right?
Where are Vitality's aces? That's what I'm asking.
I never thought I'd see, you know, Dennis and Searson out AWPing ZywOo, but it's happening a little bit now.
And the money's starting to run dry. Vitality, they're going to buy up, of course, but Mac 10 on Alex. Last time they tried to go for a B play with this, and the site was empty. But bomb left in spawn. I don't think they're going for a commitment anytime soon. And Sprout, very different change of utility. Lots of it coming out in middle, trying to shut down the cat push here from this T side. ZywOo's AWPing mid. It's been tagged through the wall, though. Ooh, Shocks. That's so awkward. The scoped Org getting the best of the AK there. 30 HP on Spiddy as he wins that long fight. Alex has retrieved the bomb. He's going to try and get the gun as well off the body. That should be heard. But doesn't really matter. This is a good start for Sprout in this round with the man advantage, and they've re-aggressed on long as well. Spiddy is playing an off angle, and the AWP is baiting in the first peak. Sprout with still a pretty B-centric setup. And to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if that's where we end up.
Oh, you say that. RPK's just now left the tunnels and started to turn his attention towards Catwalk along with the rest of the crew. Searson, inside of the site, does have this AWP from Ramp. He's going to be posted up to try and shut this down. A lot of this falls onto his shoulders. Even if he goes down, not the end of the world. You can still play for the 4-on-4 retake here if you're Sprout. He's not going to have much in the way of assistance. Spiddy can try and flash him in for a few of these fights from long, but he's only got the one flashbang, and maybe there's a separate entity in the form of Alex that they might have to worry about. Searson back in with the repeat, will get shut down, but Spiddy trying to save the day, and he's done exactly that. Just 34 points of health, and the triple kill in total thus far in this round, doubling up on those Catwalk players. Alex will delete him before the round is all said and done.
That's just a drive-by middle finger there. You know, run in, get the kill, shut down his round, leave, save the gun. Not really much he could have done there. Time was out as well, and yeah, more than ready were Sprout for that play. I'd like to see Vitality go back towards B. They've had so much success on that side of the map at the start that, yeah, that could be a formidable place to take over, especially considering Sprout like to dump all their Molotovs at the beginning. And that seems to be the play. Look at this. Vitality are forced up again with no bomb plant. Last round it made some sense. You know, they had the AWP and they had 4 rifles, so why not? But this time it's a ballsy call to make. They're going fast, though, to a mid to B, something they haven't tried at the start of the round just yet, and they might catch Sprout with their pants down. Faven getting checked. Dennis with the AWP. He's got to step up as he has been on the CT side, but overwhelmed, only getting 1 kill. Searson did catch a frag over that smoke in CT, but Vitality still have a 3-on-3 inside of the site, and they've scavenged weapons as well off of these bodies. There's still a chance here.
Yeah, weapons retrieved, rifles for the 2 armored players, shocks on that AWP. This is a scary retake for Sprout. 2 players up here in the tunnels and shocks over on the platform to keep an eye on it. This is, a lot of this falls onto his shoulders now. This is the perfect position for him. He's gonna have a chance in these fights. Flashbangs can try and come in from Searson to buy them time, but it might not be needed because Spiddy's lined up a blinder and now Apex is gone. They know that RPK's on the car and he'll get followed up onto as well. Sprout.
Oh no.
Oh, Keto just stopped the defuse.
He got off.
He got off. No, Keto. What went wrong there?
I don't know if it was someone else initially tapping the bomb or if it was him from the get-go. He had a kit. Searson didn't. The other 2 did. But it seemed like he tapped it and then got back on it. I really don't know, but that's lost them the round. The time was pretty low anyway. It would have been close, but I think he had it if he stuck it from the get-go. That is a huge error to make in a very successful round for Sprout as well, you know? It's gonna leave a mark, Harry. Last round of the half here for Vitality, and again coming in with, you know, not the best buy in the world, but hey, it worked out last time. 3 AKs, a Scout, and a Galil. Flashes out through long, and Keto's fully blind. He's blocked off. That wall of smokes for Vitality. It lets them isolate the pit player. They haven't checked it, and Keto gets away with 2 kills. The whole point of the smokes is to allow them to kill Keto, and Keto will fight back with a vengeance. 3 kills in the pit. Shock's looking for anything, but now he can't strafe too wide because there's players moving in on the car. That's a great nade. Searson's got his number and dink, but nothing else. It's 7 rounds at the end of the half for Sprout. They lock in something at least. Still a great half for Vitality, though. It's split right down the middle at the end of the first half of Dust2. We have that second one coming up for you in just a second. So join us after the break to see Vitality on their CT side.
Chasing all my dreams now lately. No matter if I try too hard, nothing's ever enough, baby. No, I don't care too much. I don't care too much. As long as I can keep you by my side. I don't care too much. We got time, no rush. In your eyes, I always see there is something meant for me. In your eyes, I always feel different. Tell me everything's alright. Life is just a bunch of faces, and if it's not, we'll still be fine. I know we're going places. I don't care too much. I don't care too much. As long as I can keep you by my side. I don't care too much. We got time, no rush. In your eyes, I always see there is something meant for me. In your eyes, I always feel different. In your eyes, I always see there is something meant for me. In your eyes, I always feel different.
Eight-7 at halftime. Vitality holding on to the lead in Dust2 by the skin of their teeth. Sprout certainly making this one interesting. A couple of aces coming through for the young Germans, but is that going to be enough to take down the French fraggers now moving over to their CT side? We've got a bit of utility here on Dennis, a kit on Apex, but armor across the rest of them. It's going to be a brawl as we get into round number 16.
And this looks like the immediate B play from Sprout. They're not wasting any time in this pistol round. They try and charge in. Shocks. He's got a lot of work to do here. Keto able to get him. Alex left fighting for his life, and he just gets overwhelmed at the car. They've at least been able to keep things even. 3v3 here. That bomb still yet to go down. Gives Team Vitality some time, but they've got to check for Searson. He could wreak some havoc.
Ooh.
And havoc has well and truly been wreaked. Apex out from the window. Ooh, yeah, there we go. He'll get Dennis, but not Searson. Followed up onto 3 kills for him. He's having one hell of a game.
Yeah. And what was that from Keto? Goddamn breakdancing inside of the site, just jumping, looking at the ground, trying to avoid those headshots from Shocks. And despite kicking off with the immediate man advantage, Vitality overwhelmed on that B site. Great position from Searson, tucked in the cubby. And 8-8. Maybe a chance for Sprout after all. We kind of counted them out a little bit coming into this one. You know, they put up a fight on Nuke. They weren't able to get that victory on their map pick, but in a place where Vitality have proved how good they can really be, they are being tested right now. Scout on Zywoo, pistols and armor. Vitality coming in with the force on this CT side, wanting to get their AWPs in their first rifle round in just 2 time. Assuming, of course, they don't win this one. But let's see what they're up against. Sprout just going for a fast long play. Vitality completely conceded that A site. They should have a lot of info as they set up to push middle, but at the same time, they're going to have to play retake with no kit.
Yeah, Zywoo, he's waiting for that Molotov to fade. He doesn't really want to stick around here. He's going to try and get damage as players get up the ramp, but ooh, nice shot there from Dennis. Yeah, that's Zywoo gone. And Team Vitality, they just save. They say, all right, 4-on-5. We force sport. We'll give it a go in the next round. We'll see if we can have some better results. You can still throw the scout into the hands of ZywOo, so he's basically on the same buy as he was in this one. Sprout will be taking the lead, however. Going 9-8, and I tell you what, man, it's been one hell of a game from that top 4 echelon, you know, of the scoreboard, right? Dennis having some phenomenal moments with the AWP, Searson as well. That double AWP setup was so deadly back on the CT side, and Spiddy definitely deserves an honorable mention. It was his ace that kick-started the entire comeback here for Sprout. Now they find themselves 9-8 up. The chance to go even further. Obviously, all those pistols, all that armor being held onto by Team Vitality gives them another fighting chance in this round. It doesn't come with the same caveat as normal, as this being an easy round for Sprout. This shouldn't be a guaranteed 10th, but it is one that they should look to lock in. Let's see if they can overcome these saved weapons. Already that scout getting away with more damage than it did in the round prior. Finds that first tag onto Keto. Pistols softening up the other players. That nade finding good damage onto RPK and Alex. And Dennis now looking to make some money. He sees dollar signs, but it's actually Faven to get them both. 3v3, however. Team Vitality, they're happy with this.
And classic Sprout move, just hold it down, slow it all to a stop, and make Vitality question themselves. But right now the setup's pretty decent. The only thing that they could be getting wrapped through the B site, Shox isn't deep enough in middle to have that info through T-spawn. So, you know, Vitality, they're going to want to get information soon, and ZywOo tries to go for it, but it gets picked up. Apex spotted. There's no way he's getting around this corner in time. Faven is on the hunt, and Shox is now alone in middle. He's got to try and retake this 1v3. Looking like a fleeting prospect here as the bomb makes its way to the site. Not going to happen. 10 rounds for Sprout. They deal with those 2 forced rounds for Vitality and the saved pistols on the previous. But now the guns are coming in. Now the AWP should be a factor. And this is where things really get hard. Not just one, Harry, but 2.
Yeah, Shox has got armor behind his, but ZywOo, it's not been as kind to him, and that there is a big kill to find for Shox. Immediately the opener taken. Keto trying to rush through Suicide. He finds out why it's named so aptly. Trying to help Dennis out here. He is hamstrung. It's a recovery mission, saving Private Dennis, although actually he's sticking around. This really has gone the way of saving Private Ryan, because they found him, but they're still fighting. They're still trying to hold back Team Vitality. Dennis.
Wow.
There we go. Doubling up. Searson's even here to help out. It's Apex and Shox suddenly throwing into a clutch. 2 versus 4. Oh, it's Sprout. I love it, and I hate them because
yeah.
they love this, and it would just be the most frustrating thing to play against.
Even Faven is still holding B. He's been there all round, Harry. This is like the best opportunity for him to push in, and he's still holding, hoping the Vitality give him a pick. This is sweaty from Sprout, and hey, it's working wonderfully. Vitality haven't moved. They're still stuck in middle. Apex, he's got a timing, he's got a chance, and through Gandalf, he arrives precisely on time, taking down 2. Still a chance here for Vitality. Shox is a long way away. Apex has got to do the heavy lifting, and he certainly dinks Searson down low. Could he stick this bomb? He's got no kit. There's no kit dropped anywhere here for Vitality, so can't really focus on the plant before they get at least another kill. That's a no-scope for Searson, and he's going to finish the frag as well. Apex not on the bomb, and Searson knows it. 2 HP versus 16. A jump shot could be appropriate, and Apex hasn't tapped the bomb to force that fight. He's just going to fall into CT, dead to Searson, who has just been a tank all game long. And Dust2, Harry, this is no longer a close game. Vitality are having the rug swept from underneath them.
Yeah, even with that big moment from Apex out on Gandalf, right, arriving exactly when he was supposed to. it's not enough. It's not enough to find the round. And it's getting scary now. 11-8 tactical for Vitality. As you can see, chance to mull this one over. They had everything you thought they needed heading into that round. Double AWP set up, rifles across the board, an opening kill found by Shox down in mid. Sprout doing an absolutely stellar job of converting that to a win. And that is something that Chad gave them credit for over on the desk, right? They weren't necessarily incredible when it came to those opening duels, but it's the trades, it's the playing off of one another. That's what made their T side so deadly back on Nuke. Seems to be cropping up again here on Dust2.
Taking that mid control. Sprout got up catwalk for free. Vitality have actually fully left A with the exception of RPK. They've moved their players through CT, so trying to fight mid. Alex has been mollied out though. Sprout leaving no box unchecked. No angle uncleared. Smoke down CT side. That gives Vitality some room to move. And they're actually going to push inside of the tunnels. Vitality doing their best Sprout impression with this double tunnels push. Now, they did flash it, so Sprout might have heard this. They might know where this is going. Great shot from RPK, and they are stuck in middle right now. Do they realize Apex is coming in from below? Missed shots. The CZ can be a fickle beast, and Sprout worked that out. Now they realize they got the B site for free. Vitality is stacked up on A because of this tunnels push, and Shox has got to flank all the way back to tunnels. Mid to B, late in the round. Alex getting flashed through, but finding nothing, and Sprout just hanging around, making sure that Vitality don't try any cheeky little plays. RPK's long wrap gets killed, and only 2 CTs left up. They will not get a chance in this round. It's a 12 for Sprout. Zywoo's gone. And wow, what a great adjustment from Sprout. They set up for that A play. They realize after they kill Apex that the B site has to be open and that all 4 CTs have to be on A. So just instantly through mid, catching Alex getting aggressive and taking over that B site. You can see this doesn't feel good for Vitality. Head in his hands. Tank. What is going on?
Yeah, I mean, I'm left scratching my head. You've got this buyback in for Team Vitality, but similarly to what we saw from Sprout back on Nuke, how they found themselves towards the tail end of that game, the money is run out for Team Vitality, right? The shoe is on the other foot now. If they lose this one, Sprout could very well run away. Oh, run away with this. But Zywoo and Alex finding some confidence. Zywoo's in with another. And there's the Vitality we were missing. Where was this a couple of rounds ago? Zywoo, mate, where were you?
That's what happens when Sprout actually try and play fast instead of holding mid for a minute and a half of the round. I love the play though from Sprout. It's just unbelievable shots hit by Zywoo, right? That drop into CT was almost perfectly timed. The flashbang worked. Zywoo's blind here, man. How does he even know? I really don't understand. Vitality coming back in with an absolute banger of a round, 5 alive, and what a build for that for the economy and the confidence that's got to be for the Frenchman. Long corner smoke, but it's a deep one to let Vitality cross and play around the edge of it, and play they shall. Alex taking down Spinny, trying to escape through long doors. That orb gets swapped back. Keto is out through middle, though. He knows that because of this long progress, that Vitality likely have left one area of the map unchecked, and he is correct. Alex is coming back in. Right eye peek not working for him, and Keto finds that opener in mid. 4-on-4. Sprout looking like they wanted to set up for a mid to B play, but that tunnel smoke will shut them down for a few more seconds.
Shox and Apex, they are now fighting back-to-back. Shox has drawn in the attention, and that allows Apex to go for the kill. The old bait and switch prevails at the B site, and this leaves Keto alone. 1v4, a lot of work to do, and not much to get it done with. He swaps onto the AWP, and he's ready and waiting for Shox. Shox just faster on the trigger there. Vitality in with another, starting to find their footing here. Desperate to get a grip back onto this game before it slips through their fingers.
Can't afford to let this lead slip, but it might not be their own choice. Tactical pause coming through from the Germans. 12-10. Just sitting at 2 behind our Vitality. And yeah, these faster rounds from Sprout, they've actually been a bit of an undoing, right? They get caught trying to get the long pick there. Nice little smoke from the CT side. Spiddy thinks he's safe in taking the fight, but gets pushed from the left. Big gap. We might see Sprout try and fall back into some of these more passive rounds where they catch Vitality over-rotating. Got to be getting stressful now. Pistols out for the T side. Plenty of util. That's a smoke I have not seen before. And Spiddy, what a absolute genius.
Oh my, yeah, that's the cat smoke from top mid. That's actually nuts.
From T-spawn.
Yeah, that's landed, and they're already out. They're already out from short. Vitality, they are blindsided by the sheer pace of this. Zywoo's brought down to just 1 point of health. He's got to completely leave the site. They managed to get the bomb down. I love this from Sprout.
What an eco cool.
Quick reminder, you can use the hashtag #ClipItChad to write into him if you wanted to see a round like this looked at a little bit more in depth.
Retake is on though for Vitality. Alex coming up from CT. The Glock is getting the first kill of the round, and the Deagles are closing it out here for Sprout. Surely not like this. 2 players left up mid-air. RPK hits the ground. I've never seen a tank fly, but Shox is now alone. 1 on 3, too far away to win this one. He's just on damage control, and there's no damage to control, Harry. It's a 13th round for Sprout off the back of Glock entry kills on that A site. They will take down the fully bought up Vitality. I love that smoke. The reason, you know, that's so sick is, you know, even if you get up cat that fast, you've got to get in the corner, throw that smoke, wait for it to pop. No, that's popping before those T's are even up that stairwell. It means they can just escalate the pace and get up on the A site before, you know, Vitality are even ready for them.
And obviously, the smoke blooming before the T's get there mitigate the danger of having an AWPer in that drop-down spot, right? He can't float around and take that shot, because that's the big danger. You know, you run 3 players up catwalk. As you say, you've got to line that smoke up. You've got to be ready. Well, the odds are you lose a man if they're playing a player there. So you do go 1 down. That smoke completely dodges the danger.
Yeah.
I'm loving what we're seeing from Sprout over on this T side, still bringing in innovations as we're heading into round 24. Zywoo posted up on short. He's got the AWP in hand. Keto trying to find a timing here, and he will catch the players at short, finds damage, but it's somehow Zywoo coming out on top in that fight. Sprout looked like they wanted to try their hand at long control, but now something has made them change their minds.
Oh yeah, their loss of the split right now, it means Vitality can dedicate more players to watching long and be more aggressive in doing so. RPK's pushed up by blue. Alex getting dealt with a flash in middle, but he'll just tuck in the corner. They have been mollying this spot though, so let's see if that continues. However, he just moved in after the molly. Oh, the flashes are good, but Alex is better. He's going to get away with it. Blinded, killing Dennis. That is an unfortunate start to the round for Sprout. A 5 on 3 for Vitality. Alex going to try and get out, and he gets tagged down to 30, but does manage to retreat with 30 seconds left. That's important. Sprout have got to make a move. They've got to clear this corner, and they do so. 6 HP with the AWP. Searson will find that entry, but still the time is going to continue to be a problem. Faven needs to come through these tunnels. Spiddy's got the bomb out in middle. Shox has won these fights before, but the AWP is scoped in on him. The timing is off. As soon as he goes through the window, that's when Searson unscoped, and Shox has just won the round off the back of that play. Even takes down the AWP as well. Good by Sprout. Through the molly, Faven goes, but he's going to burn in it. Almost takes down everyone there, but RPK was just too far away. Nice try to salvage the, you know, a nearly impossible round, but that's not going to work out for Sprout. However, they just seem to make every round so close.
Yeah, no, they really do. One of the things I love about that from Shox as well is he knows Zywoo is holding from the crossroads, peeking over the top of those mid smokes. As a result, even with the one going down on top of the like the boost box and CT to block off that right side view, you can peek up over the top of the smoke toward the double doors. So those players, they've got to go wide across mid towards the window, and you just see Shox homed in on that left-hand side of mid, not letting those players up, locking it in. Nice try from Faven here.
Really
I mean,
he gets 2.
As far as the 1v3 running through a Molotov play goes, it's not quite on par with a few of the ones. I'm trying to think what event it was at. You remember that Nico spray down where he's in the vents on Nuke, mollied out at the B-bomb site? That's what it reminded me of, but without the round win, sadly.
Close but no cigar for Sprout. Vitality starting to come back alive in such a huge way. ZywOo has really been getting beat up this second half. He's getting kills, but he's starting off every round with like 20 HP, just immediately dinked or grenaded or spammed through a smoke. And now he's not got armor behind the AWP, which makes that even worse for him. Sprout going for an immediate mid to be execute, though they're already out. No one here to stop it. We've got mid conceded by Vitality. Apex is trying to watch it from the door, and Shox has tunnels covered, or at least he did, until the flash has fully blinded him. Apex has a lot to do, and not a lot to do it with. Overwhelmed by the split through the window. And again, the Glock entries for Sprout. Is this going to be another eco win?
It just cannot afford to be if you're Vitality. Yeah. You don't have money. You cannot afford to let Sprout get another round with just these pistols. Keto is such a menace with that Deagle.
Are you serious?
And Vitality, they save, they bow out, they give the respect to Sprout. They'll hand over that 14.
They definitely have no idea what they're up against in terms of weaponry and health, because 2 players from Sprout low, a scout, and no armor. I mean, this is a round that Vitality certainly could win, but yeah, they're not to know. They have no idea of the health, so they're going to bail. And as you say, the money was important. At least keeping 3 alive allows them to buy up moving forward. But damn, dude, 14 rounds to Sprout. They are taking Vitality's map pick away from them.
And here's the thing, so many teams have tried and failed at figuring out how to nullify ZywOo. Well, here, you mentioned, they've been finding great damage on him early. Not to mention, it does just feel like we're seeing the French prodigy struggling a bit here on Dust2. Players I've really been looking towards that have been standing up for Vitality are names like Apex. RPK's had some brilliant rounds. Alex as well has been nailing mid whenever they've had him there. But Dust2, it's an AWP's paradise. This is where you want to see ZywOo up in the 30s. It's a B play. Shox, the only man here. And if Sprout do continue with what this looks like, which does just seem to be the change of pace B hit, this could be deadly.
That rotate is so important from Alex. He just tucks himself in the car at the right time. The question is, do they expect this position? When they kill Shox, Alex might go unchecked here. Shox is fully blind. They're running around the corner anyway. Now they line up. Alex has to shoot through his teammate. Oh dear, the fully blinded Shox body blocks Alex into the corner, and Sprout are going to get the B site. Not just the B site, but the round. 5 on 3, and the bomb plant is down. Vitality are saving. They're saving MP9s up against map point.
Yeah, that's the one problem with that setup. Well, there's a few problems. You know, you don't also have that crossfire into the tunnels as you would have with some others. You know, did you have a player inside of the site? You could have had Shox fall off that boost and into the car. Maybe, yeah, a few problems with the game plan there, because you see the moment that flash goes in and Shox tries to drop down a safety, well, you know, you've given up not only that Alex is in the position at car, but you're body blocking him, you're blocking his bullets, and there's very little that Vitality can do. They get completely shut down on B. Sprout, I think the thing that's really worrying is they've identified this B bomb site as a pretty big weakness for Vitality, not just in terms of being able to get it, but the retakes never even seem to come through on the back of how clean these kills are with the B entries.
I was not expecting a third map in this series, Harry, and even if I was, it wasn't going to be Dust2 going the way of Sprout, but frankly, this is looking like just an approaching reality. Nothing that Vitality can do about it unless they've got 4 rounds in the tank to get us to overtime. AWP is in for ZywOo. We do have a full buy, but again, Sprout going back towards B. Are they just going to commit off the back of it? There's only one man here again. It's Shox alone. The flashes of Sprout have been unbelievably good this map. Just the utility in general has kept them here. And now Shox has got to stop them again. Fully blind. Nothing he can do. Alex with a trade. Oh, they line up. And Alex and Apex find 4 between them. That bomb has been dropped. And Spiddy is too far away to make any difference in this round. What a saving grace from the in-game leader of Vitality.
So just yesterday, we saw majority German team Big manage a comeback of epic proportions from a 10-15 scoreline back on Mirage. They were able to pull it back. So now are we going to see the inverse of that? Are we going to see a German team at 15, Vitality on 11? They will find this round. There's almost no doubt about it. Can we see them claw their way back into this and get to overtime? Or are they just delaying the inevitable? Spiddy, moving one. RPK alone at that A site, just sitting on the carp. They get some information as to where Spiddy is. Thing is, he's very, very happy if he can find one more kill. Like, that alone is enough, because you've done in the money of Team Vitality at that point in time.
And there's a chance he could. Oh, that volley, though, that'll push him forward. And Alex is there with a 4K. The captain stepping up when needed most here for Vitality. That almost looked like it was done, Harry. Shox gets fully flashed in B again, man. He has not had anything but just white on his screen in this second half. That ectoplasm really rendering him useless on the B-bomb site. And Vitality, the start of something here. 3 rounds in a row going to be needed. Double orb coming in. Searson running down mid. Apex close on the door. Searson threw a decoy in spawn as well, just while he was running down to give the maybe impression that the orb was still in T-spawn. Doesn't matter anyway. Faven's going to take the kill in middle. That's a start. Push into tunnel from Shox. This is a big kill he needs. Kito's holding for it though, and Shox, he gets a second chance. He gets an opportunity to get out, and he'll take it. 15 HP as he does. ZywOo drops Faven in middle, so the trade is in for Vitality, back into a 4-on-4.
Yeah, and I almost feel like if you're Sprout, right, you do that classic pump the brakes for a bit. I would love it if they scout this A site and they see a few players there with the damage they've already found on Shox. It wouldn't surprise me if we see this one culminate back to a B hit. A lot of it's going to come down, though, to how long the Sprout... Oh, hang on a minute. I was going to say, how long do they bother clearing other segments of the map for? Well, they've just gone straight out through mid and found that kill. Shox, only man here at B, completely blind, will get shut out. And now it's ZywOo, RPK, 2-on-4 to try and deny the victory the way of Sprout. They want to try and deny this going the distance and going to a third map. ZywOo, he's been reasonably quiet here, at least in terms of his usual performances. 2 flashbangs, that is all they've got to try and get them into this site. No utility for Sprout. They'll just go in dry. ZywOo getting deep, but it's not enough. Spiddy and Kito locking in a 16th, locking in a third map, 16-12, as Sprout go blow for blow with Vitality on Dust2 and come out on top. This is shaping up to be a fantastic series. Nuke was close. Dust is even closer. We're heading to map number 3. Join us for that after a quick break.